Yeah, g'day guys, how you going? Do you know that in Thailand there is a colour dedicated to each day? I'm out and about in Bangkok. I figured, why don't I go and see, do, or only eat things from each day of the week? So I just got off the Orange Line boat going down the main river in Bangkok. And orange is for Thursday. That's one done. Seeing a lot more orange everywhere though. Look at that orange wall, orange seats. By the way, if you haven't tried the orange flag boat that goes down the Khao Phraya in Bangkok to get around, you really should. It's 16 bahts. It'll take you anywhere along the water, essentially. So if you need to get somewhere near the water, it's about as cheap as it gets. On my way to the Royal Barge Museum. But the way there is very quaint. I feel like I'm walking through a lot of people's backyards. And I can't believe I share a street with bikes. 3 bikes just went past me. Never change. There's some really cool bikes up here though. There was a shop chock full of 80s 4-cylinder small displacement bikes, like 400, 500cc 4-cylinder bikes. Wish I could take them back home. I assume I go straight. I hope. Oh yeah, there's signage. That is one giant stalk. Is it a stalk? That's also the blackest one I've ever seen. Just had a sneak peek at the Barge Museum through a back door, I guess. That place looks pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest. I'm excited. Unfortunately, Google Maps lied to me. Or, well, I don't know if it did or whatever. The museum was closed. The sign there said it was open, but the gate was shut. Yeah, I don't know what the whole story is there. I'm actually kind of disappointed because I was quite looking forward to looking at cool boats. Okay, so apparently the Barge Museum is open. They're not taking any they're not accepting any visitors because water's too high. He said come back in the afternoon, so maybe I will. Or maybe I won't have the time, I'll see. That's very unfortunate because I think I could have knocked off a couple more colors there quite easily. But I think I'm gonna get back on the boat and have it take me a little bit further down the river. Just walked through a Thai hospital to get to the pier. It's 200 bahts to park your bike here, which I thought was quite a bit. And I remembered how much it costs in New Zealand to park anything at a hospital. So I guess it's a worldwide phenomenon. And there's a slight breeze going on. This thing's also helping a lot. I don't mind sitting here cooling off a bit. Because man, I was pretty much soaked in sweat a second ago. Okay, so turns out the orange flag I really wanted to be on only runs like commuting times, which makes sense because it's a commuter boat, which means I should have gotten on the yellow one. Unfortunately, I did not. So then I have to wait another 10 minutes to get onto the yellow one, I think. Google Maps seem to think there's more lines running than there actually are. I should have looked at the timetable posted at the bloody pier. Oh man, finally. I've been waiting for an hour because I missed the last one because I'm a dumb fuck. It is chock full though. Even though I couldn't take the orange boat, it does mean that I can take the yellow boat, which knocks Monday off the list, because that's the color for Monday. And then On there, I also saw a yellow boat and a yellow building, so that counts doubly, right? Now I'm off to the train station because the boat does not go as far as I want it to. Alright, I'm at Rajini and I need to get to Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. So I think I'm on the right path. I love that they have these bypasses, so even if you screw up going out on the wrong gate, you can't really... Hey, what? Oh yeah, gotta put the token in. That's neat. There's like a whole underground market here. Now this looks really good. I maybe should have gotten something... Oh, I wonder if this counts as green. Alright, bon appetit. Alright, that was excellent pork. And to wash it down, got something purple. Grape drink. I think that's for Saturday. Alright, that was just the most delicious. Also, for 60 bahts, I think that's the most meat I've had. And it was an underground, cool, air-conditioned location. How do you beat that? Grape drink was exactly what I thought it would taste like. It tastes exactly like the Korean grape drink, even down to metallic aftertaste. Anyway, I'm gonna go and find something green. I mean a lot of green. Hey, there's some purple graffiti as well. Men wearing a Santa hat, a red bus, and then a red shop. Hey, that's not too bad for red. There's another red bus and an ambulance that's really trying desperately to get past this traffic. But that's a red light, technically. Yeah, that's a lot of red. Buses, flags, and the red bike. Red's for Sunday, and purple's for Saturday. So the weekends are done. So I got 4 more days of the week to go. Hey look, purple bus. Oh, the rear end of it anyway. Why is it that cars drive on the left, but you gotta walk on the right? Doesn't make any sense. I think that might be the biggest fuel sign, like fuel pricing sign I've ever seen in my life. Sometimes I question why I walk everywhere. This seems like a nightmare to cross, even though it's got lights. Oh boy. Okay. Walking, and walking. Really should have gotten a Grab or figured out how the bloody bus works. Had to pick something up to replace some stuff, such as salt I've lost from all the walking. Alright, 40 bucks for the boat, both ways. Going over here. This is Bang Kachao, or I think that's how you say it. I doubt I'm pronouncing it right. But this is the green lung of Bangkok. I think it's pretty hard to argue that there's anything more green around here. This is a artificial island that was built, and lots of... And actually, people live here and everything too. But I love how quiet it is around here. It's very little. This might actually be the first time. Okay, aside from that annoying election poster that's talking over there, all I can hear is crows and sparrows. There's actually a lot of crows here. That's awesome. That's a lumber salvage yard. And there's guys there dismantling larger bits of furniture and taking nails out. This place is so quaint and so quiet, like you wouldn't even know this is in Bangkok. There's actually really nobody here except 3 other tourists. That's really it. Renters. Never even heard of her. I rented a bicycle. The place that was a 10-minute walk away from the pier was literally half the price of the bicycle rental next to the pier, and they didn't want my passport as a deposit. Not that I brought mine with me, which is just fucking ridiculous for a bicycle. Hell, I wouldn't have done that for a bloody motorcycle, let alone a bicycle. This place is pretty cool though. You can tell it was artificially done, but it's done really well. Alright, there's a lot more red. There's a lot more yellow. I'm at Bang Kachao. Yeah, Bang Kachao. What Bang Kachao? Klang? Klang? Klum? It's a lot of fun being on the bike. And there's so much greenery here. I've actually missed being among trees. It's such a concrete jungle after concrete jungle in Southeast Asia. This is a really nice respite. I'm like lost again. Why do I always get lost? Swear to God, I used to be a scout. I kind of miss it when bikes just push themselves along with an engine instead of me having to do all the work. I thought the wind would help with the heat. Apparently exercise cancels it out double. Probably helps if I was fit. I gotta say, I really enjoyed, I think, Sri Nakhon Park. That was excellent. Good riding. A bit bumpy, but you know, some good views and some cool birds if you know where to look. I do not. These birds are foreign to me. After I went to the 2 temples, well, more like swung by the 2 temples, that bike path I ended up on was, I think, might actually be the sketchiest thing I've ever done. There was like a good meter drop on some sections on both sides. Path so narrow, like, man, I was having a hard time sharing the road with dogs, let alone with other bikes and scooters. Like, Christ. That was the only time I've actually genuinely felt like, man, it's gonna be terrible if I fell and injure myself, because no one's gonna find me in this bush. And I think the worst part is I got so tense that I was transferring a lot of the anxiety to the handlebars, which just made everything twitchier. Yeah, it was not a good time for me. I imagine this place is more geared towards internal tourism, because most places are shut. They're only open on weekends, and it's just mostly people who live here. You know, there's a school doing school things, there's a people doing building, etc., etc. So a lot of the cafes and stuff just not open. But that's really besides the point, because the whole point of this exercise was for you to go and see lots of green. Yeah, because green is the color of the day. Because today is Wednesday. So I think I've just got 2 more to tick off. And I'll have seen or done or eaten each day of the week today. So I think the next 2 might be a bit difficult. Look at that murder of crows. What the heck? Not sure how to feel about Bang Kachao. I felt very, I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to nature in New Zealand. Back at ferry terminal. The ferry seems to be just leaving the other side. So I'll be back over soon, I think. Boy, am I starving. I'm gonna be honest, I've actually seen the last 2 colors I need all through the day. Just haven't been, you know, taking note of them because I thought I'd see something better. Just in case I don't find anything else. Light blue pipes, light blue pipes, light blue tape, light blue, well, light blue letters and numbers, and more light blue pipes. I don't know, I saw a bunch of other light blue stuff around all the time, but none of them really popped out to me. This place just suddenly has a big groupings of light blue stuff. Light blue means Friday. And that also means I've got 1 last color to find. There's 6 colors so far. And lastly is pink. It's quite a magnificent pink building. Actually, so quite a lot of pink asphalt buildings. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if you can tell, but that building with the Chinese and Thai sign on it, I think that one used to be pink as well. There's another pink one down the road. I notice pink a lot, but just not on buildings actually. Oh look, pink car, pink taxi actually. And there you have it. Pink represents Tuesday. That rounds out all 7 days of the week in high colors. A long line of light blue, one busy intersection, and you can pretty much see all the colors, every single one of them, multiple times. The video could have been 15 seconds. I'm not sure how that video went, to be honest. I ended up just walking a lot. And I had a few things in mind for specific colors I wanted to see that I didn't end up seeing. But I mean, I'm not too upset about that, all things considered. I am a bit sad that I never got to see the Royal Barges Museum. Might give it another shot tomorrow, just keep an eye out on low tide. If I do, I'll bring you along and put it in at the end of the video. And that Bang Kachao, I don't know, it was interesting. It's like, it's proof in what you could do with enough money and manpower to bring nature back to very populated areas, because it's reclaimed river that whole island is on. Perhaps I need to read up more on it. However, to make up for it, because I think what I went out and did was I bought 1 food item, yes, food item, you know, I fucking love eating, for each color of the week. So I'm gonna try them. All of these are from 7-Eleven, by the way, mostly because I thought of it when I dropped by at the 7-Eleven to do something after I already had dinner. Yeah. Sunday starts with red, and I'm gonna be honest, I bought these based on either interesting or curious. This is more on curious, but nothing too exciting. For red, I bought Coke. Please don't judge me. I was gonna buy that red Fanta everybody leaves as an offering around here. I saw this has a sticker from a government department. I don't know if it's an actual government department on it. And it's salt cola. I thought, you know what, I love Coke to an unhealthy degree, so why don't I try it out? That's a good opening sound. You know what this tastes like? If you've ever had the pleasure of drinking Phoenix Organic Coke or Cola, it's like pretty much spot on, but just slightly sweeter, I think. This is very nice. It doesn't taste anything like Coca-Cola. It's a bit more earthy. Earthy is hard to describe. It's definitely like caramelized taste, but you can definitely taste the salt in it to a degree. Tuesday is yellow. I actually got one of my favorite items from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven banana milk. It's about as yellow as it gets, except getting an actual banana. What do they look like again? Oh wait, they have pictures of them. Yeah, don't know about that. Now, I grew up with flavored milk in Korea. For whatever reason, the banana milk in 7-Eleven in Thailand tastes exactly like the banana milk I grew up drinking in Korea. It's just such a nostalgic flavor for me. And no, I did not only buy drinks, though I easily could have bought drinks of 7 different colors. I did decide to buy some actual food. Next one was pink, so that's Tuesday is pink. This one I had the most trouble with finding pink. This, whatever this is. I'm gonna be honest, I ran the translator. It says something about jelly, shrimp with jelly in it, from what I remember on the 7-Eleven, what do you call it, tag. Anyway, it actually just feels like there's one thing in there, okay? Oh. To be honest, I was actually expecting an actual shrimp, like a single shrimp in here with jellified remains. However, there appears to be 4 packets. It's like collecting cards, eh? This packaging seems extra excessive. Well, if they're good, I'm gonna enjoy all 4 of them. If they're bad, I'm not gonna enjoy all 4 of them, but I'll still eat them. I'm not letting food go to waste. Righto. This one actually worries me a little bit, but pink. Not sure how you get into these actually. Oh, interesting. Surely this can't be actual shrimp, because it says it's got 0 fat. I've learned some very bad Thai. It says it's got 0 fat and low calories. I think it says it's got 5 calories or kilojoules or whatever. Oh, that's spicy. That smells really spicy. There's actually tiny shrimps in here. If I can show you, but there's tiny shrimps in there. I don't want to pick it up with my hand. They're actual shrimps. Are they? I mean, texture's a bit tougher than an actual shrimp. This say mala flavored, which I assume to mean malatang flavored. And this actually just tastes like malatang. That's quite nice. I don't know if I'd necessarily buy it again. Next up was green for Wednesday. There's actually quite a few different options for green, but the one that piqued my interest the most was this freshly baked, you know, in 7-Eleven, spinach bread. I think my only other real options were like dried seaweed snacks, and frankly, I've had enough dried seaweed. I don't really need to go to a foreign country and eat some more of it. It smells exquisite, actually. Oh, that's spinach, you know, that's spinach. You truly cannot taste any of it. The taste of that white sauce is quite overbearing. That's all you can taste, at least for me. It is nice bread though. Very, very sweet bread for something savory. More than happy to finish that off in a minute. Right, after green was orange. Unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, there's a lot of orange packaging in Thailand. Did I go with the classic? The unfortunate part is they replaced the packaging for me. This is the orange toasted croissant, the infamous toasted semis from 7-Eleven Thailand. It's cheese and sausage. What kind of sausage? I have no clue. Honestly, pretty hard to go wrong with these. Though I find that if you spend 15 extra bahts on the side of the street, you get more for your buck. I guess that depends on how you feel about eating street food in general. 7-Eleven Thailand, for whatever reason, have taken something perfectly simple and done a perfect rendition of it. Can't go wrong with any of those. It's a light blue for Friday. Blue is not a oft found colour in drinks in New Zealand. I've had to make a few assumptions here. That, to me, looks like blueberries. However, blueberries do not have orange insides. What flavour this is a mystery, to me at least. I have no clue what this flavour actually is, if I'm being dead honest. It tastes slightly like Fanta, like orange. Actually, it was found not too far from Fanta, but somehow it also tastes like, what's that thing? Cloudy sugar thing that you get on a stick at a fair. I cannot remember the name of it. I will remember it when I'm editing this. I don't know if I say it's good. It's definitely very sugary. 35 calories. It's very sweet. And that just, oh look, it does say Som Miranda blueberry, Som blueberry, and orange flavor. Maybe I just don't eat enough blueberry to know what blueberry tastes like, but to me that doesn't taste like blueberry at all. Now that be purple for Saturday. Haha. Now this was also from a 7-Eleven bakery. And it is, wait for this, sweet potato bread, which is colored and shaped like a sweet potato. So weird. Looks kind of wicked. Smells like sweet potato. I'll be honest, it's not the most appetizing looking thing by any means. Kind of hollow. Oh! I was gonna say, it's kind of hollow inside, but it's got sweet potato paste in the middle. Nice. Hold on. The sweet potato tastes a little different. Maybe I'm just really used to kumara from New Zealand. The bread's kind of off-putting. The colour and the cracking. You know, it's growing on me. Okay. In a weird way, could be a bit sweeter. Anyway, I think that wraps us up. Thank you for tagging along today. I hope you have a great day, or great night, or whatever, and take care of yourselves. Cheers. Yeah, g'day guys, how you going? Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day here, or I guess, Christmas night. Now I'm at a mall at night, not somewhere I typically go at night or during the day. Look, in New Zealand, Christmas meant putting on some jandals, filling up a chili bin full of beer, and going down to the beach for a barbie with some mates, or going for a nice ride to a barbecue. However, in Christmas in Bangkok, it seems malls are where the lights are. Go hit the malls, even though it's not really my thing. Why not? Gotta do something unusual at the end of the year. But man, Icon Siam is absolutely wild. I only actually went to the food court area at the very bottom. It's so big, they literally have different districts of food. I don't know if I filmed much because there was so much people there, but man, that was cool. And the tree decoration outside is the biggest damn tree I've ever seen. Now I'm gonna scoot over to Central and see what's going on there.